This is Droffats TV, and the Barclays Center is about to become the epicenter of the boxing world. On June 27th, we see a clash of generations and styles as Xander Zayas puts his WBO and WBA titles on the line against the knockout machine himself, Jaron Boots Ennis. In the hierarchy of the 154-pound division, titles usually dictate the narrative, but this fight, this is about aura. You have Xander Zayas, the young, disciplined champion, unbeaten, tactical, and holding two world titles. Across from him, you have Boots Ennis, a man who carries a level of explosion and violence rarely seen in the modern era. When you match Zayas' technical precision against Boots' pure finishing instinct, you aren't just looking at a championship fight, you're looking at the defining moment for the future of the super welterweight division. Let's look at the numbers. Ennis is bringing 89% knockout ratio to the ring. That isn't just power, that's a statement of intent. He's destroyed 31 of his last 35 opponents. Zayas is the younger fighter, 5 years younger to be exact, and he's shown the poise of a veteran, but he's never stood in front of a hurricane such as Boots. Zayas has been winning by decisions, calculated and controlled, while Boots has been ending fights in the first, fifth, and sixth rounds, respectively. That's his last three fights. The question isn't whether Zayas can outbox him, it's whether he can survive the sheer, overwhelming pressure of a man who fights with the singular goal of ending your night early, while Zayas is a brilliant young technician who could potentially outmaneuver opponents. The consensus leans towards Boots, using his superior power and versatility to secure a stoppage victory. However, I see this fight going the distance in favor of Boots, something like 115, 113 in a very competitive fight. Afterwards, Zayas, he'll move up to middleweight. And to me, his next fight will be against the WBA middleweight world champion, Landy Lara. And Boots, his first defense of his unified titles will be back in Philly against Rashidi Ellis. Yeah, you heard that right. Ellis, who hasn't fought since November 1st of last year. That's still a good fight in Philly. The two of them have history going back about 3 years. They were supposed to fight. Remember, Ellis was supposed to be Boots' first fight at 54, but allegedly turned down the fight, I think for $500,000, said it wasn't enough. This will be Boots' first fight, unifying his titles that he'll take from Xander Zayas. It will not be against Josh Kelly, Virgil Ortiz, or Fundora. This is just how I see the boxing world. Leave your comments below, smash that like button, and subscribe to Droffats TV.